What is good, Ninja? OG over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to another PE News mini video that I have here for you guys. A little bit different this time because I got some breaking news, or news I can get up as fast as possible, and that Super Mario Odyssey had a massive launch in Japan. Yes, massive launch. Let's go over all of this, guys. Big numbers across the board when it comes to Nintendo Switch hardware, the history of 3D Mario sales, and everything. So, Super Mario Odyssey sells over 510,000 units during its launch week in Japan. I repeat, Super Mario Odyssey has sold over 510,000 units during this launch week. But let's go ahead and get the details in this here, and shout outs to Perfectly Nintendo and Light Agent over there for the article. So yesterday, during the latest meeting with investors, Nintendo revealed that Super Mario Odyssey has sold over 2 million units during its first 3 days, but that data is for all regions where the game was launched combined. The company didn't provide separate data for each region: Japan, North America, Europe, etc. But thanks to Famitsu, we now have some data for one of them. Now, Famitsu just announced that Super Mario Odyssey sold pretty freaking well during its opening weekend in Japan, selling a staggering 511,625 units to be exactly precise there. Now, that's an impressive number, which includes sales of the standalone edition at retail, but also, which is different from the media create, it does include Nintendo Switch bundled sales. It also includes download cards that you can buy in the stores. Now, unfortunately, it does not include digital sales from the Nintendo Switch eShop, which are at an all-time high ever for the company, and Super Mario Odyssey is the #1 selling game in Japan, if I'm not correct. It's either #1 or #2, but yes, it is selling on the eShop as well. So these sales are even higher than what's being reported right here. So the sales could be well over 520,000 or more. We just don't know. But right now we do have a solid number of 511,625 units when you combine all the different download cards, the bundles, and all that. Just no digital sales. Now, Super Mario Odyssey is the second highest debut for a Nintendo Switch game, following Splatoon and its impressive 671,000 units sold in 3 days. It's also the third best debut for a Super Mario game, just behind New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which sold 936,734 units, and New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, which sold 865,024 units. So that actually puts Super Mario Odyssey at the best selling debut for a 3D Mario game ever. I repeat, the best selling debut for a 3D Mario game ever, beating out big sellers like Mario 64 and Mario Galaxy in Japan. That is incredible, especially with the install base that the Nintendo Switch has. But we do have some more data when it comes to the Nintendo Switch console sales, guys, and this is a massive week for Nintendo. So according to Famitsu, it sold no less than 133,094 units last week, which makes it the best week for the console since the launch of Splatoon 2 back in July. While Famitsu does not provide a sales breakdown, there's no doubt one of the reasons Super Mario Odyssey had a good launch week is because of the Nintendo Switch bundle with Super Mario Odyssey in there. Now, speaking of the Nintendo Switch, it has now sold over 2 million units in Japan alone. 2,041,221 units to be exact. Now, this is some amazing sales. We have to talk about this, guys. The big headliners for this is the Nintendo Switch is over 2 million units in Japan, so that's really good already, and it's actually approaching the Wii U's lifetime sales in Japan. It's going to be there pretty soon. On top of this, we have Super Mario Odyssey selling over 511,000 units in Japan in its debut weekend, and on top of that, we also have this being the best-selling 3D Mario game to date as far as debut sales go. Really good data across the board there, and the Nintendo Switch obviously selling 133,094 units as well. Now, these charts will differ from the Media Create sales charts, which we should get today, and you guys will see another video on that as well, and the numbers could be different, but Famitsu tends to pull a little bit more as far as pulling the download cards and other data there, but it'll be interesting to see what Media Create has it at. I'm pretty sure it'll be somewhat similar when it comes to things. I'm thinking that the Nintendo Switch sold over 100,000 in Japan. On top of that, I'm still thinking that Super Mario Odyssey is going to sell the minimum 500,000 even in the Media Create. Either way, this was a big triumph for Nintendo. big units, and we're not even in the holiday season. I'll tell you something, guys, when the Wii U was out, sometimes the Wii U hit 100,000 units, but that was only during the holiday season and like its first or second year. Well, not the first year because it launched in the holiday, but I think the following holiday, I think it hit 100,000 units with Super Mario 3D World, but after that, I don't think it ever got back to that again. Whereas with the Nintendo Switch, you're seeing that multiple times now before we've even gotten to the holiday point. That is key, because that means in the holiday, when Xenoblade launches and when people are gifting for Splatoon 2 and Mario Odyssey and all these other games, ARMS and everything, you're going to see sales potentially around 200,000 to 300,000 units in consecutive weeks. It's really going to be that high. It could even be higher, just depending on how much stock Nintendo has. But yes, it could definitely get the 200,000 units range or more, multiple weeks, not just 1 week or some weeks, but multiple weeks in December, November-ish, when the stock and the holiday season really gets going. So that is absolutely insane. Just like, my mind's kind of blown right now, and I'm recording this at a really weird time. I was sitting down watching Forensic Files, and my boy The Sorcerer had to tweet me this news, so I had to report on it for you guys. It stopped me right in the middle of a really good episode of Forensic Files too. So shout outs to The Sorcerer for getting me up off my butt and putting me in front of the camera so I can get this news to you guys. But I'm more than happy to report it, make sure we get it accurately, and make sure people know the data as far as that goes. And yeah, the Nintendo Switch, any chances of this system slowing down after these sales is just unheard of. There's been no system that has ever started out this hot that is just completely petered out like in the next year or two or past 1 year after that. So I would not believe any of those videos some of you guys have probably seen out there. Nintendo Switch is definitely here to stay. These sales cement that. These are going to carry Nintendo throughout 2018 with games like Super Mario and Legend of Zelda, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo's going to bring more heavy hitters as well. So what do you guys think about all these sales numbers as far as the Nintendo Switch goes? Over 2 million in Japan, over 510,000 units for Super Mario Odyssey in its debut weekend in Japan, and also over 133,000 units as far as the Nintendo Switch goes. Got a trifecta of awesomeness when it comes to Nintendo in Japan, and the Nintendo Switch Super Mario Odyssey doing really well there. Give me your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier. You can enter to win some awesome prizes. Plus, we have Discord voice chat and prized eShop tournaments. Also, make sure you check out our brand new YouTube live gaming page and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence. When you do so, it works very much like Twitch, to where you can earn custom themed emotes for the chat. It also gets you entered into my friends to participate in tournaments. So check out the link in the description below and consider sponsoring PlayerEssence right here on YouTube Gaming Live. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.